Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Divide by Sheep. Let's hop in here and continue down the path. We're at World of Ruins. So 4 or 5 more episodes to get to the final puzzle, and then it will just be a matter of whether or not I want to spend the extra time trying to fill in the gaps that I missed as far as collecting all the stars. They've introduced in World of Ruins a gimmick in that there are switches, which visually aren't really that 3D and not that obvious that this is a switch and this is an incinerator. So if you have nothing standing on the switch, it will just burn up anything standing on the platform. In this case, we need 2 sheep to start with. So if I play a 5 here, that would give me 4. If I play a 5 here and then 7, then that should give me 2. Okay. So then the question is, how do we lose 1 extra life? Because I can jump here and incinerate everything, and then we just need to kill 1 more thing. And so that probably means you have to do this. Then the question comes down to, how do we get down to exactly 1 wolf? So it seems like to get this 3rd star, I'm gonna have to do some kind of preemptive action and something to get the wolf down to 1 to start with. So how can we get 3 to start with? See, if I throw that this direction, that wouldn't work. What if I was to throw this direction? Then that's 4. Which that's not the right number either. If I was to throw this here, that's not the right number either. If we went to 5, that wouldn't do anything. We just have wolves and sheep. That's all we have. So if I did something like this, that will leave me with 3. And then if I was to toss this 6 here, then that would bring me down to 5, which wouldn't really accomplish anything. If I was to toss this 5 here, that would bring me down to 2. Yeah, I'm just playing around with this, but I think it's probably gonna be a case where I'm just gonna have to move forward. Did we, by getting the 2 stars, does this allow us to go to the next level? Yes, it does. So now they're introducing what looks like some kind of totem that just falls from the sky would be what I guess, and it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a frog totem, not a real frog. We're gonna have to figure out how this plays. Okay. So that is straight up a flame totem. Okay. And the flame totem will ignite the entirety of the platforms. And I just flung it this way without even doing any math and lucked out on that being the right solution. And we have like 6 that could die here. So the real question, I guess, is just what would we do to possibly eliminate the right number? We want 2 sheep. Let's get 2 stars to start with. So if you need 4 dead, then that is the right move. Alright. Then if I wanted 2 sheep, I feel like I have to reduce the number of wolves. You could do that, and you could do that, and then you can do that. And then I guess you can just kill everything and clear your house. Interesting. It does make a lot of sense that something like this would be at the very end of the game. It really wouldn't work any other way. If I could get this all the way down here, then the platform would be safe. Okay. Okay, now I guess we just come down to how many deaths do we need? I have 7 here, but I want 3 sheep to survive, so this 7 needs to be brought down to 3. Which could only be done with this amount of wolves. We'll give this a try, I guess. Do that much. Okay. So there's our 3. And we've got it. I thought I'd messed up there, but I guess I hadn't. And so it's kind of ridiculous at this point that they've introduced a fourth style of saving, which we'll just test to make sure that that is what it looks like. Yes, it is. Fourth kind of platform. This is really where you're adding the least amount of variety, where I would easily trade one extra requirement for one more variable and modifying of the levels. But then I also would trade probably 2 variables for just one more platform and more variety in the layout. Let's see. Although, if this was a 3x3 grid of platforms, maybe that would mean almost every puzzle would be way too easy, and that you need this bottleneck in the middle. Yeah, come to think of it, these are probably just solitaire peg games. Not solitaire the card game, but little peg games where you'd have pegs that would go in holes of different patterns on pieces of wood. They were fairly popular back in the day. You'd see them in places like Cracker Barrel. So the only way you could get here without being burned is to do that. So that has to move here first, which does then show that we're going to have to clean things up quite a bit. Okay. Although this actually won't be that difficult, will it? You just kind of do that. And then you save that one. Then you jump your sheep that way. Then you jump your wolves that way. I would think earlier puzzles would have more solutions where you just have large remainders of characters on the levels, but doesn't really seem like that's the case. So one thing I'd like to see here is what happens if we feed this to the kraken. The kraken will eat it just fine. There isn't any special achievement around that or anything. So 4 here. But if we go 4 here, then you can't do the next thing. So we've got to lose something. There's 6 here, there's 5 here. We kind of don't need the 2s. Swapping things left and right all seem doable. I guess you probably need to do something like this. Swap the 5 for the 6, put the 5s here, swap this back here, swap that, swap that. That's 4 for the kraken. Okay. And then, I guess the question is, how do we kill 6? And I guess we've got that set up too. Just do this. Okay, now we need to kill 6, which you'd think would just be that. Okay. Do pigs with the black oily substance that they produce do something different? From the looks of it, they seem to just get burnt up. So the black oily substance that seems to happen with pigs seems to mean nothing. Find that strange. So if you come back here, that messes that up. So I effectively have to have that here. So we toss that this way and we lose. And if we do this, that just kills them all. If we do all that way, we need 5 now to be lost. Which can be done that way. Okay. Do that. Then throw the sheep. Then that lets the pigs move forward. There we go. Kind of breezing through this. And still seeing very few of these laser puzzles. Alright, we have a 3, a 3, a 3. We lose that platform. If this moves. So we don't want that yet. If we cut this in half, you have still 4. So I guess the move is probably to do this. There's your 5 sheep. Then we clear this. And that's 3. And then we would want 4 more, so had we jumped here, that would be your 4. And then we would have just done that, and that. No achievement for landing the flame token on the wrong thing. Let's see what happens if we do this. Okay. So you do that, you do that, you do that, you do that, you do that. We now wish to kill that much. And we can just do that much. Doesn't really matter. We could have save the halves, but it wouldn't have changed the puzzle any, or changed the outcome any. So yeah, we just blazed through all of these puzzles with 3 stars. And I feel like that's probably just more of the up and downs of the difficulties of these levels than I somehow just got really good at the puzzles or got really lucky at the puzzles. Let's look at this one and try and catch up. Okay, we need one thing to die, which, okay, we have 6 here. You throw that, nothing's gonna die. Throw that. That's 3 deaths. That's the wrong number. This would be 6. 6 would kill something. Well, we know we've already killed 1. I guess probably need to keep things separate. Though. If you go this way, it's going to be 2 deaths. What was that? Why did that glitch out like that? Yeah, that should have just been 2 and it glitched. And there's no excuse for a game like this to glitch. If we have 5, it would leave 1 alive. It wouldn't kill just 1. If we have 6 here and then 6 here, that'll kill way more. If we top here, if we jump here, then that's going to kill 2. If we jump here, that's going to kill 2. If we jump here, that's going to kill 2. So it's either you don't move this one. If you jump here, that maybe move some things around. Now this would kill 3. If we jump this way, we killed exactly 1. Okay. So then the question just comes down to, will we have the right numbers? Because we need this to go down to 1, and in neither direction does it actually go down to 1. If we go this direction, that'll kill 3 sheep. Then if we land a 3 on here, we will have that won't work. If I put this 6 here, it'll still be 6. If I put this 6 here, it would lose 3 and I'd be down to 5, which is not right. So what I think has to happen is I think we have to do that. Then we have to put these 2 here. Okay. And then that would fill in 3 and then probably kill the 2 pigs. So that's probably wrong. Four, 5. So that gets me to 7. Okay. I do think I have it. That, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah, but I shouldn't just click give me the next puzzle when I'm going back through puzzles. So now we're up to 81 at this point. Let's give another one a try. So we have 5. This is one I remember being frustrating. And yeah, we may run into that issue. We need 5 sheep, so we've got to kill 5 of something else. This would kill 3 and then leave 1. One pig. Okay. We just have absolutely nothing here. We are too short to feed the kraken. So what can we kill? It seems like you have to kill either the pigs or the wolves early. Okay. But it still doesn't make sense. It just isn't enough. You're too short. Which means then these can't really be satisfied. These wolves have to stay somewhere. Have to be out of the way somehow. I just don't know how. Okay. I guess maybe it works this way. Maybe you just feed those 2 like that. Still wouldn't work that way. Interesting. Okay. We need the platform to be still around, though. So I would have needed a pig to stay here. So often, the solving of these puzzles definitely feels like it is just going to be kind of brute force attempts. But you're not really going to have any other possibilities or options. Perhaps the trick is this. But this is probably going to kill like one too many. This is probably going to kill one too few. Yeah. That's one too many. And we've got like wolves here, but you can't really throw the wolves on the platform. So if the wolves are on the platform, and then 5 pigs are on the platform. That secures the platform. I guess the question is, could we, with 1 pig, possibly kill enough things? I don't think so, because you have like 3, maybe 2 here. The way I think this is probably supposed to play out is something like this. That locks in that one spot. And then it creates a safety barrier. We're gonna swap everything around. I think I may have it. But could I possibly explain what I just did? Not really. No, it does feel very unsatisfactory when I'm solving these puzzles, whether they're puzzles that I've put more time into or whether they're just puzzles we've done for the first time and gotten 3 stars. It feels equally unsatisfactory as far as just there isn't really any deep logic to it. It does just come off as grindy. And yeah, that's kind of annoying, particularly when you compare it to some of the Sudoku games I've covered just before this and played before this. At least Sudoku with a variant involved, like cracking the cryptic, often has. There is too much complexity and deep thought around solving it, but at least it feels somewhat satisfactory. Here, this feels like you're just sorting, really. It doesn't feel like you're really thinking, or at least it doesn't feel like I'm thinking through the math, or that there really is even a good way to think through the math. So, yeah. And even if it wasn't a puzzle game, that would still be equally unsatisfactory if I was just playing a level over and over again, trying different random actions to see what worked. Yeah. I do really think that the star system that these kinds of mobile games implement has this small tendency to bring out the worst in game design. And I'm not sure I've ever seen a good implementation of the star system or gatekeeping or gating progression. Gating progression is probably the better phrase to use there. Yeah. I think it is probably just very unnecessary, and if this was the exact same game but all the puzzles were unlocked immediately, or all of the puzzles of each world were unlocked as soon as you solved each puzzle in the previous world, or if there was even 5 to 10 puzzles that were always unlocked ahead of you, I think that just opens up a much wider realm of possibility for different players to jump around if they're getting frustrated. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep on watching. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.